Hello, guys. Good evening. My name is Max. I can see Senna, Fafa, Glitz, Latifa, Nanama, Amach, Nanama Nyamiche, Ophelia, Vivian, Evelyn, Edusei. I want to welcome you all to the second edition of my masterclass for China importation for July. There's a second one I'm holding in July, and I want to welcome you. let's introduce ourselves. Again, I said my name is Max, and I'll be the facilitator for this class. What about the rest of you? I want you to mention your name and then tell us any information, anything at all about yourself. Maybe your favorite food, which region you are joining us from, your profession, anything at all. Your name and then any other facts we want to know about you. Yes, let's start with Fafa.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm Fafali. I'm from
Okay.
the Volta region, but I stay in Accra, at Makati.
Makati Hill. Okay.
I'm a nurse by profession.
You are a nurse by profession.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay. Thank you.
Your favorite, you want to share more information? We are interested.
Accra about study. Thank you.
Hey. That's amazing. Let's go to Senna. What about Senna?
Senna. I'm from Volta, but currently at OT. I'm a teacher by profession.
Okay. What about Nanama? Nyamiche. You have to unmute yourself when it's your turn. Okay, Nanama is not ready. Let's go to Latifa. Latifa, your name, where you're joining us from, and then any other piece of information you want to share with us about yourself.
Okay, my name is Latifa, speaking from Medina, Accra, and also a teacher by profession.
Oh, okay, that's fine. And then Latifa, let me ask you one more question. What is your goal? What is your goal for this class?
In the lesson, I should be able to source from China and, if possible,
Latifa,
different countries, and I should be able to go. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I'm saying that by the end of this lesson, I should be able to source from China, and then I should be able to get agents that will be able to help me, and shipping companies as well.
Okay, that's fine. But I didn't ask about Fafa. Fafa, what is your goal for this class? I'll pick 3 more people and then we continue. We start the class. Fafa, what is your goal for joining this this master class?
Yes, to be able to ship directly from the source, the factory, to my shipping cargo or whatever, then to Ghana. All right.
Yeah. What about, let's talk to Mrs. Herman. Mrs. Herman just joined us. Mrs. Herman, give us your name, where you are joining us from, and then any other piece of information about yourself you want to share with us.
Okay. Just as you said, I'm Mrs. Herman. I'm calling from Dansuman, and I would also like to know how to ship directly from the source to myself instead of passing through others. Yes, that's the reason why I'm here. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to talk to Vivian, and then do we have more than one Herman? Mrs. Herman, are you Elizabeth Adote Herman?
That's my sister-in-law.
Oh, okay. So Vivian. Yes, so your name and then where you're joining us from and your goal for this class. Then we go to Janet and then we start our class.
Okay, so my name is Vivian Amasafwa Edise.
Okay.
I'm speaking right now from Obuasi.
Okay.
And my goal is to ship directly from China to where I am now.
Okay, great. All right. Now, one more, the last person is going to be Janet. Janet, and then as we go on the others, I'll interact with you so we get to know more of you. Janet, yes. unmute yourself and then your name, where you're joining us from, and then any other piece of information you want to share with us. Sewa Janet. Janet is not ready. Let's go to Dorothy. Dorothy can wrap it up for us. Dorothy, give us those details we're asking.
Okay, my name is Dorothy. I'm joining from Amam from Ondodowa Road in Accra. Yeah.
Okay.
My goal is to be able to buy from suppliers.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a nurse.
Hey, nurses and teachers are taking over the class.
Our salary is small.
It's not true. I see. So we have Eunice, we have Beauty, we have people called Techno, we have people called iPhone, and I'll interact with all of you. Janet, yes, and once you have unmuted yourself, you can go ahead.
Okay, my name is Sewa Janet from Ashaima. And at the end of this class, I want to be able to direct from the factory and then ship to Ghana, source and ship to Ghana. That's my aim.
That's fine. That's fantastic. I'm very glad to have you here. The reason for this exercise is that I know by the end of today, most of you will become friends somehow, because it always happens. Like, people become business acquaintances, even though we always meet online. Online business acquaintances. Some of you, I'll get to know you. We'll have more corporations about it. Anyway, my name is Mark. Again, I am the facilitator for this class. Mostly, I organize this class because I run an agency called MSG Logistics. I offer this class for free. I have paid class as well. Now, apart from this class that you're offering for free, I have class where you can learn how to import from Turkey. Like, when it comes to fashion items like clothes, shoes, bags, how you can get them from Turkey. And then I also talk about, I have a class for how to create Facebook ads and Instagram ads. And those are not free. But for the China class, I assume that by the end of this class, you end up becoming my customer for the shipping agency that I run. So I will want to offer this for free to train you to be able to do that. Now, those of us, I'm not sure if people were part of my previous class. That was held around 3rd July. Was anybody here who was part of that first earlier class we couldn't record? Is there anybody here? All of you joined recently. Is there anybody here who has joined my Zoom class before? Okay, nobody. Fine. So I'm going to record this class. When we are done, I'll post a link for you to be able to access it anytime. But I'll encourage you that I have the other classes too can benefit you. Apart from Alibaba, there are other platforms that you can buy from, and I want you to take that class as well. Now, let's start with Alibaba. Who has taken any of this class before? Let me ask. Let me know. Who has taken? You can raise your hand on your app. Who has taken any of this class before? Like importation class, Fafa, right? So Fafa, if you have taken this class before, unmute yourself and let me interact with you. If you have taken this class before, when was it?
Oh, it was last month, beginning of last month.
But if you're anything like me.
Yes, Fafa, I'm with you. It was last month.
Yes.
And what have you done with the class? Were you able to grab the concepts? Why are you still in another class?
Because I actually didn't understand things well. Moreover, I have to go for my passport. That will be next month, because they said some Alipay, you have to use your passport to register it so that you can buy from China. You connect your Alipay to your 1688 and buy. That's why still I'm here.
Okay.
But
Now,
I
listen.
hope this one will be my final. At least.
Yes, because I like results-oriented people. Now, let me talk to you about something. The last time we had a class like this, that was it was on a Saturday. The master class that I'm talking about, the China techie and then digital marketing. We started on Saturday. By Sunday, like we did a class on Saturday. By Sunday, somebody had already started talking to suppliers and shipping from ready to made purchases and then all that kind of stuff. I want to show you something from my phone. I believe if you are motivated enough, I know what Fafa is talking about. If you are motivated enough, you should be able to do this and then start shipping, start talking to, even if not to ship, start talking to suppliers. As Fafa, I'll make the process very simple for you, where whilst we wait for your passport, you can still do business with China. Okay, I didn't start with having a passport. Alibaba, you don't need a passport. Who has registered? Who has created what do we call it? Who has created Alibaba account, or who has downloaded the app?
I have.
Okay, have you registered?
I have the, but I've not registered. I don't know. I just have the app.
Okay, no problem. So I'll guide you on how to register as well. Now, I really want to show you something before we start. Ooh.
Maxwell. So Max.
Hello.
So please, the apps, is it the one for Ghana, or because when you're loading, they say Alibaba for Ghana, what's?
No, just Alibaba. You can take a screenshot. Let me. Are you using iPhone or Android?
Android.
Okay, so just let me see. Let me check on my Android what name you will see, and then I'll post in the group. Hold on. But let me have your attention, okay?
Okay.
Once you haven't downloaded the app, don't worry. Let me have your attention here. Now, I'm going to go to my phone, and then we can start with our business. Now, the class starts now. There are several platforms for buying from China, okay? When you are buying from China, there are several platforms that you need. And one of them is Alibaba. One of them is 1688. There are other platforms like Made in China or other ones with Taobao. But when you are a Ghanaian, the apps that you should be familiar with is Alibaba and then 1688. Today we are going to talk about Alibaba. I'm not going to hold. Now listen to me. This is a free class. It doesn't mean I'm holding anything back from you. What I don't do is that I don't provide mentorship for this class. Like when we are done, a little bit you'll be on your own. But on my paid class, you have mentorship. Again, I'm telling you, regardless of that, if you are paying attention, all the information that you need is in this free class. And this is not a kind of platform where I'll put some images on Facebook, on the WhatsApp group, and then tell you that come and pay me for the master class. This is the master class. But I have paid class where you have mentorship, paid class where you are part of an alumni. Let me explain something to you here. Let me share my screen. Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. Can you see my phone screen?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, we have an alumni group where we discuss importation, we share ideas, we provide assistance to each other, we partner with each other on the way forward and all that. To be part of that alumni group where you have an audience of people who are interacting with you, you have to be part. It has to be the paid class. Now, but that doesn't stop you from benefiting from knowing how to import with the free class. One thing I really want to share is what I'm not finding out. I'll go to the institute group. Okay, let me see. Okay, so when you look at this one, this lady I was chatting with on June 29th. Good evening. Please, how much revision for the masterclass, for the class, the paid class? Now, we spoke about the paid class. That was 29th, okay? Now, okay, here's the conversation. Okay, that was 29th. By 30th, this person had already started talking to supplier. Okay, by 30th, though we had a class somewhere on 30th, I believe, June, just this month. Okay, she asked me some few questions and all that. We had a class on a Saturday. I spoke to her. This is part of the mentorship, okay? I sent her the link to the class, right? By Saturday, this lady had already started ordering stuff from China, okay? By Saturday, this lady has already started ordering from China. As we were having the class, the same day we had the class, she applied it to things that she wanted to buy. And then by Sunday, we had paid the supplier. By Sunday, we had paid the supplier. This is something she bought. What is it? Is it toddler toilet seat that she bought? She said she bought 4 of them. Actually, I was a bit worried when she mentioned the price that this is $24.8. But because when I checked the market price, it was around 200 cedis. So I asked her, how much does it cost in Ghana? Have you checked with other suppliers for a better price? And she told me, oh, the $24 is for 4 of them. In other words, the one of them comes around 60 Ghana cedis. So this lady is buying items worth 60 Ghana cedis, which sells for 200 Ghana cedis in Ghana. You understand? So by just one single transaction, she was able to cover the cost of the masterclass, which was 100 Ghana cedis. That is the paid class, 100 Ghana cedis. And then she has already started importing from China. Now, Linda mentioned something about Alipay. I helped them also get that done. You know, you can see that payment successful. I paid a hair supplier for her. Now, so I'm telling you that by the end of today, if you are serious, you can benefit from this class by starting talking to suppliers tomorrow. Or even if you want mentorship, you can join the paid class. That's fine. It's not compulsory. But whatever I do, if you want to ship from China, I want to be your agent. MSG Logistics wants to be your agent of choice. So let's start. There are 2 platforms that we are going to deal with, Alibaba and then 1688. Now, this is the Alibaba app. You can see the app over here. When you open the Alibaba app, it opens the portal to procurement from China. It opens the portal to procurement from China. Anything that you need from China, you'll get it from here. Or virtually everything legal. Don't unmute yourself so that you don't interrupt others. Virtually anything that you need from it. Now we are going to talk about 4 things: the platform, the buying guide, making payments, and then shipping your items. We have mentioned the platform. The platform is Alibaba. Alibaba is aimed towards foreigners. Like if you are in Ghana, you are in Congo, you are in Nigeria, you are in South Africa, you are in Europe, you are in America, you want to buy from China on a wholesale basis, what you have to do is get Alibaba. What Linda spoke about is 1688. We talk about that in the paid class. And then that's where I provide a lot more details on that. But today we are sharing it on Alibaba. So when you download your Alibaba app, you need to register. Even if you don't register, you can still use the app, but you need to register so that you can chat with suppliers. Okay. So the Alibaba app is aimed at foreigners. It is for wholesale. If you're not buying wholesale, go to AliExpress. Just 1 or 2, you need AliExpress. But you are buying to resell, or you are buying a lot, maybe for an event or something. Maybe you are starting an event business, so you need chairs. Starting an event business, so you need, like, I think, what do they call it? Do they call it high chairs? The one that the bride sits on it. You need modern canopies. You need a lot of anything that you need. You can get them from China at a cheaper price. Okay, so we are going to talk about Alibaba. Now, let's talk about the buying guide. The first thing you have to do is that once you enter Alibaba, you can see that the search bar at the top. At the top, you can see a space you can search for something. There is a space you can search for something. Enter anything that you want. I want this class to be done by 8:15 or 8:30. So I'm going to rush through, but so that we can take questions. Enter anything that you want. Enter anything that you want. Now let's start with somebody. Somebody should give us an example of something we should share. We should search for. Somebody should give me an example. Blender.
Yes.
All right. So let's search for what kind of blender?
Silvercrest.
Okay. Why is Silvercrest blender so popular? They are not that great. Silvercrest blender. Okay. Right. So the first thing you have to do is, now we are on the buying guide. The first thing you have to do is to search for the products. Search for the products. Okay. When you search for the products, you can scroll through and then you will see what you'll find what you're looking for. Now, I think this is what you're looking for, right? Is this what you're looking for? Okay.
Sure.
All right. Now, when you look at the first one, ready to ship, they say that what is the price of the blender? What do you see? The price is in dollars. What do you see? I'm talking to the person who suggested
$9.68.
$9.68. So when you multiply 9.68 by 8 point, let's say $1 is 8.5. What do you get? Yes, Janet, what do you get? 8.5 that by 9. You use a calculator.
I don't have calculator. No.
But there's calculator on your phone.
Yeah, I don't want to go back. I don't want to miss it.
Somebody else should give us a calculation. 9.68 by 8, multiplied by 8.5. Nobody knows how to do multiplication on this platform. I have 24 people here. Nobody knows how to do multiplication.
It's 76.5.
Okay, Mavis, thank you very much. Mavis, where are you joining us from?
Seshi, Western North.
Oh, wow. Wow, I like that. I like when people are outside Accra. So 76 point what?
5.
Okay, now the next line is shipping per pieces. What is the shipping cost?
Wow, too expensive.
Per pieces is 88.09.
$889.09. That is the shipping cost for the blender per piece.
Yeah.
So the point is that that's not how we ship on Alibaba. When you are buying on Alibaba, you don't have to worry about the shipping cost that you see. Part of the guides, don't worry about that. What you have to worry about is that what your agent is going to charge you. Now listen, when you are buying from China, no matter what you're doing, you're going to need an agent, because you can't, maybe for a start, you're not even shipping a whole container. You understand? You are not shipping a full container. Also, even if you are shipping a full container, when you go to the Tema Harbor, you cannot walk to the harbor and say, I have a container, I'm coming for it. We don't do that. So you need an authorized agency that you're going to work with. And so you always have to need a freight forwarder who is going to work, you are going to work with on your item. So don't let this shipping cost scare you. The first one says $889. The second one, they didn't mention their shipping cost. The third one says that $143. The fourth one says that $172. Don't worry about that. We are just going to talk about that later. Now, about shipping costs later. Now, when you look at the prices, you also realize that there are differences. It starts from somewhere and then it ends at somewhere. This one says 9.68 up to 11.65. Janet, why did you choose to price your blender at 9.68 instead of mentioning the 11.65? There are two
that was the
figures
first
there.
guy.
Why did you choose that? Okay. So what we call this one is that we call this steady order pricing. Now, when you tap on it, you'll see more details on your pricing. When you tap on it, you realize that, okay, the price depends on your quantity. So when you are buying 2 pieces, you are going to get the minimum order is 2. I think most of you are familiar with minimum order. Most of you are in pre-order groups, so you are familiar with the concept of minimum order. The minimum order is 2. If you are buying only 2, you are going to pay 11.65 for one of them. If you are buying 500 to 10,000, you are going to pay 10.56 for each of them. If you are buying above 100,000, oh, okay, buying about 100,000, they're going to pay 9.68 for them. So, Janet, now realistically, what is the price for your blender?
11.65.
Yeah, 11.65, because obviously once you start out, you are likely not going to buy 500 pieces, right? And it's very impossible that anybody is buying 100,000 pieces of blender at a go. So that price, it will not ever be will not happen. Now let's talk to Mavis again. Mavis, now that we know that our new price is $11.65, what are we going to do? Multiply by 8.5. What is the actual cost now? Maybe multiply your blender cost by 8.5. What do you get? 11.65 by 8.5. Maybe it's gone. Who can do the calculation for us?
99.025 cedis.
Right, 99.025 cedis. That is the cost of the cost per unit of the blender. And then now the shipping cost hasn't come, but I can even give it to you right away. On average, the shipping cost of a blender is about 50 Ghana cedis from China to Ghana. I think about 50. Let me see. 0.14 0.14 times 280 times divided by 6 times 8.2. Yeah, 53 cedis. I mean, people ship blenders a lot, so I know that I am familiar with the right. So Fafa, you can mute yourself now. There is noise on your background. Okay. Now, when you have selected a supplier you want to work with, now let me show you something. There are a few things you want to consider when you are working with Alibaba suppliers. There are two. The first one, you can see that there are a bit of information presented. The minimum order you want to buy, can you meet that too? Yes. Now, the minimum order you want to buy, the second one says 12. Can you meet that? Fine. Now, look at the second one. There is something written right under the minimum order. Benedicta, what is written over there? Right under the minimum order, something is written there. Benedicta, what is written over there? Unmute yourself. Debbie Okaikwe, can you?
Verified.
Verified. And then next to the verified, what is written there?
10 years.
Exactly. Now look at the top one. Benedicta, I'm still with you. Benedicta, I'm still with you.
No, Fafa is talking for Benedicta.
Oh, Fafa is talking for Benedicta. Okay. So when you look at the first one, did you see verified?
No.
How many years?
2 years.
All right. Now, so clearly, Benedicta, the time napon. So clearly, so everybody should be on guard. Pay attention. I can call you to contribute so that we can wrap up faster. So when these two suppliers. Now, there's one more thing. On the top, there is something written in red. Now, maybe she can tell us what is written in red.
Ready to
ship.
Mavis.
Yes, ready to ship.
Right. But do you see the same thing at the last one?
No.
Right. Benedicta, please mute yourself. Benedicta, mute yourself. Georgina, mute yourself.
Okay. To where my mom time is last.
Benedicta and Georgina, please mute yourself. There is a lot of noise coming from your place. Georgina doesn't seem to be paying attention, apart from interrupting us. I want us to be adult about this so that like we don't interrupt others. I can mute everybody and then I only unmute you when I want you to talk, but it will be cumbersome and then it's like I better say I am more friend in your class. I don't want that. Okay. Now, so there are a lot of characteristics or a lot of information presented here that should guide your decision on which supplier you should choose. One, always choose ready to ship. Ready to ship means that the supplier is saying that they have the item in stock. So when you make payment, they can ship it in a day or two or maximum 3 days. Okay, that is the first information you need. Now, the minimum, of course, the pricing is there. And now the minimum order too says that how many pieces you must buy from the supplier before they can sell to you. The first one says 2 pieces. The second one says 12 pieces. Now, there is also verified. The second one is verified. That's in Alibaba has assigned a third party to look into this company and realize that they are actually a legitimate company. That is fine. It doesn't mean the other ones are not legitimate. But the point is that this one, Alibaba is telling you that, oh, we are actually aware of them. You know, some of you, we can go to church for a long time. The pastor doesn't know us. Or we acquire, share, but everybody knows them at church. Or more verified members. And so we both do one, sorry. Oh yeah, and one master grandpa, you who say one. That's the kind. Georgina, please mute yourself. Thank you. What's your step? So I verified is somebody who has gone through some additional verification process with Alibaba to establish themselves as a legitimate company. So I will prefer dealing with a legitimate Alibaba recognized supplier than an unverified supplier. It doesn't mean that unverified supplier is bad. It means that I trust verified supplier more. You understand? Now, next to the verified, you can see that this supplier, the second one, they've been on Alibaba for 10 years. For 10 years. If so, I prefer somebody who has been on Alibaba for 10 years, somebody who was there just last year, or somebody who was there 2 years. You understand? So these are some of the guys that you should consider, factors that you should consider. Sometimes the fourth one, let's look at the fourth one. The fourth one doesn't show whether it is ready to ship. What does that mean? It means that when you pay, probably they are not going to assemble the blenders. Blenders are not complex electronic equipment, but I don't want to wait 1 week or 2 weeks before the blender gets to my agents. You understand? We this month alone, we have shipped 3 containers already. We are waiting for the fourth one to ship. Probably I'm hoping that by the end of this month, 30th, we should ship our 4th container. So if your supplier is going to buy something on the 7th, and the supplier is going to take 2 weeks to send it to us, you will miss 2 containers. In other words, your items will delay in China. You understand? So you want to work with a supplier that is ready to ship, and then they will deliver your items in just a couple of days, maximum 3 days. We should have it in our China warehouse. You understand? Right. Now, when you are buying anything, maybe there, I'm getting some noises from your place. You can mute yourself until you have something to say. Right. When you are buying anything, always talk to the supplier first. So this is all part of the buying guide. 1, search for the products. 2, consider these factors that we are talking about. 1, search for the product. 2, the factors includes A, it should be ready to ship. B, you must be able to meet their minimum order quantity. C, as much as possible, buy from verified suppliers. D, as much as possible, buy from people who have kept long on the platform. Like a 10-year supplier is better than a 2-year supplier. Okay, so I'm going to tap on the second supplier, which is verified, and then we can continue our procurement process. You understand? Now, when you look at this one, you realize that, now let me show you something. On the first one, the unverified supplier, they say the 9.68 up to 11.65. making you think you might be getting a better deal with them, because the second one says it starts from 10.8. But when you open this one, you realize that realistically what you are going to pay is 11.65. Meanwhile, when you open the verified supply, you realize that realistically what you're going to pay is 11.60. So even though the verified supplier has more business, has a better price than the unverified supplier. The only challenge is that you're going to buy a minimum of 12, which is 2 cartons. The first one is you can buy a minimum of 2. Okay. Now, again, I want to repeat, as much as possible, buy from verified suppliers, but it doesn't mean that unverified suppliers are not good. Because in any case, when you are paying with your Visa card, when you pay, you are not giving the money to the supplier. You are giving the money to Alibaba. Alibaba will hold on to the money when the supplier sends the goods to the China warehouse, and then your agency's warehouse, and then you get your agent notifies you that the goods have been received. You can click somewhere to tell Alibaba that you have received the goods, and they'll release the money. Or after 30 days or sometimes 45 days, they will automatically release the money to the supplier if you haven't come back to say you haven't received the goods. Okay. Now, apart from the few stuff that we checked before, one other thing you have to check is that you want to know whether this supplier that you are dealing with, are they manufacturers? There are 2 categories of traded sellers on Alibaba. Now, listen, Alibaba is a marketplace. It's like going to Makola. There are a lot of shops selling the same thing, but they get it based on different characteristics. Obi wa Makola okofa shop and then Makola how baby and obeton amount. Obi wa Makola okofa free on one factory na obeton amount. Obi wa Makola okofa free obi factory na obeton amount. Obi wa Makola okofa free China na obeton amount. The same thing. So you may get different prices, different characteristics of the same products. Okay, right. Now I want to, as much as possible, if I'm buying a manufactured item, I want to know that I'm dealing with a manufacturer. So when you scroll to the products, when you come to the products and you scroll down, you realize that there are more details here. This Ningbo blah 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 international trade company, 10 years, specialty supplier, multi-specialty supplier. When you look at the transactions, you realize that $120,000 from one transaction, which is fine. That means they are doing actual business on Alibaba. When you look at the store score, 4.4/5. Never buy from anybody who is below 4. Never buy from anybody who is below 4.0. They might give you problem like delays, that you don't understand. So people are rating them. So the reason why people may be rating them lower is because they had bad experience. So don't be a victim of that experience. Okay. Most of the time, instead of multi-specialty supplier, you want to deal with a manufacturer. But as much as possible, avoid dealing with a trading company. Trading companies are usually companies that are taking the goods from somewhere and then reselling them on Alibaba. You want to deal with a manufacturer or a multi-specialty supplier, like we have here. Verified. Response time less than 7 hours. That means they can respond quite early. Now, the right now that it's 7:46 in Ghana. It is like 4 a.m. in China. So when you start chatting with them, you should expect some delays. When you are chatting with them at their time, that is they are ahead of us 4 hours. So probably I know much 5 a.m. or something like that. You understand? So you either chat them very early in the morning or very late at night. You should know their working hours, okay, so that you don't worry about getting delayed. Okay. Now, when you settle on this supplier that you want to buy from this supplier because, well, they are verified, they've been on Alibaba on 10 years, their price is okay, you can meet their minimum order and all that. Chat the supplier. You see, you can see, oh wow, I've even chat this supplier before. Okay, so I'll go through our chat with this supplier. So you can see the chat button, right? Who can see? Who can see? Can you see that the chat button?
Yes.
All right. So you tap on the chat button and then you have a discussion with the supplier. Okay, now let me go to the top. I think I've chatted the supplier before. Now, you always have to chat this. When you chat the supplier, you can see the item that you are talking about has been highlighted. Press send. You have to press send. If you don't press send and you go and type hello, the supplier will not know the item that you are going to chat about, because they have a lot of things on their store. So this small snippet of a blender will be highlighted. You press send, and then when they come online, they know that, okay, you were looking at their blender, and so you are interested in talking to them. Okay. Now let me go through my chat with the supplier. When there was that was 12 March 2021. I don't even know. I don't remember them. So, okay. Kindly give me the weights and dimensions of a silver crest blender so I can estimate my total shipping cost on my agent if I choose to order. Thank you. This was quite precise. There are a lot of, when you are buying anything that you are buying, there are specific questions that you want to ask. Now, this is generally a question that applies to all products, like the dimensions. The weight is not necessary. Don't worry about the weight, but the dimensions are necessary. The dimensions will let you calculate your shipping cost. Okay, right. So they gave it to me. Measurement is this and that and that, and then gross weight is 19 kilo. This is for one carton. Noted. Thanks. Okay, so I booked an order with them, and they'll always ask you, do you have an agent in China, or do you have a freight forwarder? They'll always ask you, because they know that you are not going to pay for the shipping cost we saw, the $899, stuff like that. You are not going to pay for it. Okay, so they'll ask you about it, and they may suggest a freight forwarder, or you can say you have a freight forwarder. This is where we come in. If you want to buy from China, you can take our warehouse address from China, and then you give it to your freight forwarder, your agents, and then we continue from there. Now, I didn't buy the blender, I'm sure. So, because I don't even remember buying from this before. Hello, what's the dimension of this, please? All the time when I'm buying something, I want to know the dimensions right away, because I want to be able to calculate my shipping cost before anything else. You understand? Give me the dimensions. So they gave it to me 56 by 43 by 76 for every 24 pieces. In other words, in a one carton contains 24 pieces, and then this is dimension. So you mean for the 24 boxes, that is the measurement, right? I'm trying to get it so I can calculate my CBM. CBM is cubic meter. The one thing you will be very, very familiar with when you start buying from China is the concept of CBM. That's what we use for calculating the shipping cost. Okay, right, yes. I didn't buy, hey, what was wrong with these people? Crap, I don't know why. I was just checking prices with them. So, hello, yes, how many in a carton for this rice cooker? So I asked. They asked about quantity. I want this, but I can only buy it. And I think I said this because let me look at their okay. So toaster oven, 24 is the minimum order quantity, 24 to 599. So, but I told them that I want to buy this, but I can only buy 10. Okay. I might order 12 pieces. That means they can give me 12 instead of 24. Give me your best price for the 2 cartons. So X work, EXW factory USD is $10. EXW means that X work. X work means that this is the unit cost, actual unit cost before freight. Now listen, your supplier doesn't live in your agent's house. So they don't live in your agent's warehouse. So when you buy from them, they must send the item to your agent's warehouse by courier. When they mention X work price, that means that it doesn't include delivery cost. It doesn't include delivery cost. FOB is what delivery cost is included, or they will say it's free. So most of the time you'll see X work price. That is the price before courier cost. Keep that in mind. Reduce it a bit for me, please. Always negotiate. Chinese suppliers are amenable. They know we like to haggle. So sometimes there is a bit room to negotiate. Okay. The price is cheaper, but don't overdo it. You mentioned negotiation. If there's opportunity for them to reduce it, they will give it to you, right? They will reduce it and then you'll let you have it. Now give me 10. Okay, I'm mine 12. Okay, give me 12. Do you have agent in China? I said yes. I sent them my China warehouse address. Shipping fee. Now shipping fee came $15. This fee is cheaper. If I pay today, when will you send it? Now listen, this is very important. Pay attention to this chart. After that, I'll put a link to this, and then you can review it. Take notes. The reason why I ask this question is because I don't want to make a mistake of paying a supplier who doesn't have the things in stock. Also, I want to have a record that says that you told me you are going to ship the item in maybe 2 or 3 days. If you don't ship the item, I'm going to cancel the order. You understand? If I pay today, when will you send it? When will my forwarder receive it? Then he gave me the time. Shipping time is 3 to 5 days. And I said it's too long. Now this time is the fastest. If you have it in stock, I asked, if you have it in stock, why should it take 3 days to ship 2 cartons? If it takes that long, I'll miss container loading. I'll have to wait for after the New Year holiday. So the Chinese, they have a holiday that will take like almost a month, and I didn't want to get stuck in that holiday. So I was talking about it. So shipping time is 3 to 5 days. They were so firm. It's come delivered as soon as Thursday if you pay now. And I asked them, when will you ship? I don't mind about the delivery. I want to know when it will leave their warehouse. They said today. And I said, if you don't, can I ask for a refund? So we are still on it. Products will be sent today. I still on this. If you don't, can I ask for a refund? If it's too late, I can't send it today. So you were lying when you said you will send it today. If you don't believe me, then forget it. Okay, if I pay now. So there was a back and forth. I was very concerned about the New Year holidays. So there was a back and forth a bit about it. Okay, so now when we settled that, okay, you're going to ship on this day, I said, send me the link. Send me the link. Now tell me shipping mark. Now the shipping mark is something that they will write on your box, on your carton. You know, you are not going to ship a whole container. When you ship with my agency, when the things arrive, the container contains a lot of people's items. We have to know what belongs to who. So the shipping mark is something you'll always, it can be your name and your number, your company name and your number, your business name and your number, or something your agency suggests to you, and then your phone number. Okay. So I gave them the shipping mark that I needed written on it, Accra Buyers Club. Okay. And then I paid. So this one, it's still saying waiting for the buyer to confirm or reject the we are finished with this order. So that's why it's saying reorder. So please send me the pictures of the goods. Now this is very important. I want to see pictures of the goods with shipping mark on them before you send it to the forwarder. Even though they are sending to me myself, that is our agent, our office in China. I want to be sure that they are doing the right thing. Okay. Now you can see that the cartons, they will send me the picture. They will also send you a tracking number. I'll give you a photo later. Okay. You can see the things I told them to write on it, so that when it arrives, I know that great, thanks. Okay, in transit, great. So I told them it's really delayed, too bad, right? So this transaction was done. So always have an interaction with your supplier. Find out when they are going to ship. Find out if there is discount. Find out if the courier cost. You understand? Follow this guide, and then you'll always be safe when you're buying. I think I came back to these people for something else. Blender. I'm calling about this blender. What's the price per unit? Do you have agents in China? Now, let me tell you something. Once we are talking about blender, let me talk about blenders here. Hello, I'm inquiring about this blender. This product I have, how many quantity? 1 carton. What's the best price? What's the price per unit? And they said $12. Do you have an agent in China? I want pure copper motor blender, please. Listen, every product, there are a lot of stories about Silvercrest blenders. People are always buying, are saying smoke is coming out of it and all that. That's because most Ghanaians are buying the cheapest they can find. You understand? This one is $12. It doesn't reference the best price. What you need in the most important quality in a blender is the motor. The quality of the motor determines the quality of the blender. So when you are buying blender, you always have to inquire about pure copper motor. And he quoted 9525 pure copper, right? And I said yes. Not copper clad, pure copper motor. And he said, okay, I can do it. At what price? And they sell X work factory is USD 14.2. So you realize that the price that was $12 has jumped to $14.2 for the same item. There is no way the quality is the same. You understand? There is no way the quality is the same. And there are blenders I even pay $23 for them. There is no way the quality is the same. Same Silvercrest blenders. I pay $23 for some of them because it is over-engineered. Let me put it that way. It is over-engineered to be extremely high quality. Okay, so when you are buying blender from China, always, or any motorized item, any item that contains motor, please always ask for pure copper motor. Otherwise, you will bring blenders to Ghana and then they will start smoking and then people will worry you and then you'll be sad. Your business is not going on. Okay, it's the same thing when you're buying anything. There are certain things that you have to ask. I don't know. Let me see. I have products another example I want us to use before we go. I bought this. I've been buying this mirror. Okay, let me use this mirror. I bought them recently. Dressing mirror set. Now, again, I'm going to talk to you about the same chat template. The same chat template that we have to always chat your supplier. Okay. Okay. So when I press send, the supplier knows I'm talking about these things. Okay. Then we start our conversation. Hello, what's the dimensions of the dressing mirror? There is no motor in dressing mirror. So don't go and ask about is it pure copper motor or whatsoever. But when it comes to dressing mirror, what you want to know is the dimensions so that you can know whether it's big enough or it's not toy. Uncle to Jumia a wardrobe and more Friday idia girl say why say a trickle you didn't ask the right question. So they sent you the dimensions. Ubits made the ruler total wall. No, so okay, 80 by 36 by 131. Okay, so that means it looks like this. Okay, it's commendable. Okay, when I saw it, I knew it's commendable. So I asked, what colors do you have? And they sent me the colors. Now these items, they contain there is one that has LED light in the mirror. I said I want, what's the price? I want the one with LED. Now $34 with light, $29 without light. Do you have a freight forwarder? Always they'll ask you about a freight forwarder because they know that you are not going to use the shipping cost that Alibaba always suggests. There is a reason for that, but it's not necessary. Don't worry about that. So again, negotiate. $34 is expensive. I am buying 45. Okay, the 45 set with light, $30. Now, you see, the item is $34, but because I said I'm buying more, now I'm getting it for how much? $30. So that means $4 less. You understand? Then I went ahead and asked 28 would be ideal for the one with the lights. Then they talk back and say, can't be so low there. We have no profit for 28. The minimum order for 28 can reach at least more than 100. So in other words, when you are buying more, you have higher negotiation powers. You understand? So if I'm going to buy 100, they are going to give it to me for 20, but I can't buy 100. So I sent my quantity. I want 10 of this, 9 of that, 19 of that, 7 of that. You understand? Okay, they're all with that. Yes. Do you have a fridge for that? Yes, I do. So I sent my warehouse address that they should send it again. Okay, the freight is $6 per piece plus the staff rate is $36. Like wow! So this one I was shocked. The freight was too much, and I couldn't buy. I complained. And honestly, I didn't expect the freight to be too much like that. So this is charged by the logistics company. There is no way to reduce it. Now, logistics cost is more expensive. If you want it, I can sell you $29.
So a call has come through, I guess.
Please, can you hear him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he'll be back.
Yes, he'll be back.
Hello, Max. Please, can you hear him?
No. I don't know whether he is talking, but we are not hearing him.
Maybe he's making a call or something.
Okay.
Let's wait for him for a little while.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, that's great. Now, so so that's all, what I was talking about was the fact that the more you buy items, the more you get discounts. I have a small period platform on the side. So those of you who want to be interested in the platform, just DM me and then I'll send you the link. Okay. To join the so that some things that it will be economical for us to buy in bulk. You can buy things that will be economical for you to buy on your own. You'll buy on your own. Listen, if you count on my product group to order items for you, you'll be disappointed. We take orders like once a month. I think some of you are in some product platforms. They are posting every day. Me, I don't do that. It's just once a month. We take one order and then we do it. So even though it's nice to be part of it, for things that you cannot order alone, I'm always encouraging people to order on their own. I'm always encouraging people to order on their own. Or should I post a link for you to join?
Yes, please.
Yes,
please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bra Max.
Yes, madam.
Why are some people leaving the page?
Because it's free. It's free to join a WhatsApp group. People will see the link. Okay, let me also join. We have several interests. Maybe they are not interested.
Okay. I thought they are moving to a different group.
It's a WhatsApp group. Anytime we see WhatsApp group on social media, we join. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so they will join and then they'll realize, oh, I don't want to learn. I don't have time for this, And then, so it's normal. Okay, now I'm posting. Listen, pay attention. Pay attention. Somebody's child is making noise. When I post the link, when you go and join the group, we don't make the group is not a chat group. Just stay there. If you have any question to ask, message me directly and I'll respond. The group is just a WhatsApp. It's not a child group. It's a business, a serious group. We don't chat anyhow over there. So please don't go and chat over there. Okay. You observe. You realize that those who are there, they don't chat. We don't chat in the group. It's just for posting when we have another to make. So I've posted it in our chat, the Zoom chat. Those of you who can see and join. So that is it. So what else? Now let's go back to what we were doing. Let me share the screen again. My screen went off. Please don't go and chat in the WhatsApp group. We don't do that there.
Okay.
I'm trying to share my screen again. Okay. Now, so what I was saying is that when it comes to buying from China, the more you are buying for some products, automatically, the more you are buying, the more you are getting a better discounts. That is why, like, we ordered like diapers a couple of months back, and then the cost you can never beat, you can never get it. The diaper is delayed for some reasons. I'll update the group tomorrow. You'll see. It was our first time ordering diapers anyway. Right, but we've done a couple of orders. But again, I'm training you that you should be able to do it on your own. When you go to our alumni group, a lot of people are ordering stuff on their own because I want them to. You understand? Now, I'll talk to my buyers. I'll come back to you. No worries, you'll buy. Now, they kept coming back to me, and the price was clearly too much. So the purchasing plan changed. Now I started buying it in pieces. I want to buy 3. I give them the colors, and then the price was $35 including freight. And then they'll ask you, do you want the cabinet on the left or the cabinet on the right? Now let me tell you something. As at the time that we were ordering this, I want to do some few calculations over here. $35 was about 7.8 or something. So we have about 10 minutes to go. 35 times 7.8, 273. That is the cost of this dressing mirror. The one with LED. Then once you see in Ghana, a lot of them you don't have the LED. So this one is a little more expensive, about a few dollars expensive. Now the shipping cost for this item 0.066 times 280 times 8 is 150 Ghana cedis. So plus 273 is for about 420 Ghana cedis. This is the cost of the item. But when you go to even China Mall, the last time I was at China Mall, this item was selling for 820 Ghana cedis. Most of the time you steal it for 600, 700 something. In other words, by choosing to buy it on your own, you are saving a lot of money. So even if you are not going to take this class to become to make money, you are going to take the class to buy item on your own for a cheaper price. You understand? No, so they ask you want the cabinet on the left or the right? Then you say, I said a moment, and then I got the cabinet information later. I paid for the items, right cabinet for all. Okay. Now, what information should be noted for the outer package? That is the shipping mark. And then I wrote Accra Buyers Club, and then I gave them my China warehouse address. And then, yes. Yeah. Now, send me the picture of the item when you are done. And then these are the pictures of the item that will be sent to the warehouse with my details, shipping details on it. Okay, your goods have been sent up. Please give me the tracking number. And then it gave me the tracking number, end of transaction. And I came back and said, I want 2 dressing mirror sets. And then we went through the process again. I paid for it. And then tracking number, please, pictures, end of transaction. I want to buy 3 more. And then we went through this is just 9 June, just last month. And then we went through the process again. And then they sent me the pictures and the tracking number, end of transaction. You understand? So this is basically how you buy from China. Search for the product, search for items that are ready to ship, items from verified supply if possible, items that are that you are okay with the price, items that you can meet the minimum order quantity. Okay. And then chat with your supplier about anything at all, that any clarification that you need. Okay, if you are buying any item, you need some characteristics. Like you are buying a machine, you want to know the how many liters do you need. You want to know the motor, is it copper motor or aluminum motor or copper clad? You don't want aluminum motor, you don't want copper clad, you want copper motor. Okay, yeah. So these are information that you should share with the supplier, and then you agree on something. Now, how to pay, end of it. Now let's go to how to pay. How to pay, you always need a Visa card to make payments. So okay, so we are done with the Alibaba app. Let's be on Zoom. You need a Visa card to make payments. Okay, you need a Visa card. Don't worry. Just ask the supplier how much is it in RMB. When they give you RMB is a Chinese currency. When they give you the RMB, ask of their Alipay account. When they give you the Alipay account, just send it to me. I'll let you pay it in CDs to me, and then I'll pay your supplier, and the supplier will send the items. Simple. Okay. So that is what when we started. Linda was asking about passports and all that. Yeah, passports is true, required to register for Alipay. But I recommend those who have passports to set up Alipay. I'll talk about how to set up Alipay, how to set up WeChat, how to set up use 1688 in our paid class. That is a whole different thing. So today we are talking about only Alibaba. Alibaba, you don't need all that. You can actually buy from it. In fact, before
So you said we should ask the manufacturer of what? The manufacturer will ask us for Visa card.
No. When you want no. Hold on. Don't mix up the two. If you want to pay on Alibaba on your own,
yes,
you will need your Visa card. Mute yourself. There is noise in the background. If you want to now get this clear, if you want to pay on your own, you need a Visa card. A Visa card is issued by your bank. Most of the ATM card we are using, they are already Visa or MasterCard. Any of them, they work. So when the supplier send you the payment link, let me see if I can send a picture of the payment link. If the supplier asks you to send you the payment link, you can enter the necessary info. When you tap on the payment, click to make payment. They will ask you details about your Visa card. That is the card number and all that. And then the amount will be charged directly from your account. Now, listen, it is safe, 100% safe. Now, check the WhatsApp group we are in. You can see an example of a payment link where you can see waiting for payment. I just posted it. So where you see waiting for payment, you can just tap on it. And then it will ask you to enter. For the first time, it will ask you to enter your Visa card number. That is some 16 digits on the front of the card. If it is MasterCard, the same 16 digits, expiry date, your name. When you enter those information, you click pay, and then it will be charged to your account. You only enter those details for the first time. The rest you can, hold on, Janet. The rest you can, you can pay automatically without entering those information. Now listen, the supplier is not going to receive your payment, your card information. The supplier is not going to get the money. This money, when you are charged, it will be held by Alibaba. That is why it's very secured. It is 100% secured. When you are charged, it will be held by Alibaba. And then when Alibaba, your supplier sends the goods, and then after some time, they will release the money to the supplier. That is for the Visa card type. But if your Visa card is not ready, or for whatever reason you want to pay in RMB, now even if you are paying RMB, there is small difference, not much, but maybe instead of 100 cedis, you pay like 95. Currency conversion, I'll talk about this more. My time is running out for this class now. So what I'm trying to say is that there are two ways of paying. You can let me pay for you directly, or you can pay with a Visa card. If you have the Visa card, it's the same thing. If you want me to pay for you directly, just ask your supplier for their Alipay account, and then ask for the cost in RMB. Mostly the cost is in dollars. But if I'm going to pay for you, I'll need the money in RMB, asking the Chinese currency, RMB. And then they'll quote the price in RMB, and then I'll pay the supplier, and the supplier will send the goods. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now, when it gets to our warehouse, you don't pay shipping costs until the item arrives. There is a way to calculate your shipping cost. I'll post a video about how to calculate your shipping cost in the group tomorrow. I have a video for it, how to calculate your shipping cost tomorrow. I'll post the link in the group, and I'll take questions in the group. Now, listen, I'm going to hold a class that we are going to talk about maybe Alibaba again. We're going to talk about 1688. Beatrice, you don't have to even be in this class. And you're hired to make noise. Beatrice is one of my alumni. He has already started shipping. Or is it not the same Beatrice I'm talking about? She has already started shipping. I don't know why she is here.
Yes.
So why are you here? So why are you here? And you are coming to
always
disturb us.
need to learn. I'm still learning.
Don't come and disturb us. Mute yourself.
Sorry. I didn't know my mic was so sorry.
Right. So Beatrice was in our last class, and then within 1 week or so, less than 2 weeks, she had already also started shipping. So if you want to be part of the masterclass, we're going to talk about how to import from Turkey as well. Turkey is not like Alibaba. Let me show you something about Turkey. There is no platform like Alibaba where you go and search for stuff, but there are several ways that you get suppliers for Turkey stuff. Now, I think Beatrice is aware of some of those things already because she was part of that class. Let me show you something on my Telegram. So when it comes to
Max, please, how much is for the master class?
The other class, this one too is a master class. For the other class is 100 cedis.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Now, so you want loafers, you want sneakers, you want bags, you want shoes, you want anything that dresses, you need them from Turkey. So for the Turkey class, so we're going to have a 3-day class. Turkey, we're going to have a 3-day class, more on China, then we talk about Turkey, and then we talk about digital marketing. If you want to be part of that class, it is open for you to register. We are going to have it next weekend from Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. That is 3 days for the class. But if you don't want it, that's fine. This is a very concise approach to buying from Alibaba. Yes, let me take 3 questions, then we can go. 3 questions.
Okay, Max.
Yes.
My question is, so in case maybe you don't want to order for a large pieces of things, but you want it to be a personal use.
Yes.
When I order it and then it goes to your office, how is the charges like? Or is it you have to calculate it first?
We have to calculate it first. That's what I'm going to post a video about it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, Janet. Janet, you have a question? Yes, Victoria.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. This is Janet.
Yeah, Janet, let me hear you.
Yeah, I want to find out your minimum CBM.
0.01. You can ship 0.01. 1 CBM is $280. You can ship 0.01 and you pay $2.8.
Okay, and also, is it advisable if the supplier is not verified but has trade assurance? Is it advisable to still
every supplier? Now listen, trade assurance is not something special. Like the conversation that I have with the suppliers, that is what composes the trade assurance. When are you going to ship the item? You understand? What is it? What is the price? Will I get a refund if you don't ship it enough? All those things are what constitute trade assurance. So all suppliers on Alibaba, 99% of them have trade assurance. You just chat with them, whatever that it is, whatever that is in the, what do we call it? The chat is evidence of future case of whether you want refund or whether you want exchange. That's all. So trade assurance is not something different. It's just a composition of what you people agreed on.
And please, my last question.
One more question.
You talk about the blender. The original motto is 9525. That's
the quality motto. The quality motto, not original. They are all original, just different quality.
Sorry about that. What about the fufu machine?
Yeah, so the fufu machine, just ask for, regardless of the numbers, just ask for pure copper motor. That's all. Not copper clad, not aluminium motor. Just ask for pure
Okay.
copper motor. Don't eliminate the pure.
Okay.
They can give you copper motor, but it is not pure copper, it's copper clad. So always ask for pure copper motor.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm taking 2 more questions from
Hello.
Victoria. Hello, hold on. I'm taking 3 questions from Victoria, Gloria, and then Vivian. Then we end. We can take more questions in the group. Yes, Victoria. Is Victoria ready?
No, Vivian is ready.
Please.
Okay, Victoria, let me hear you.
Okay, sir, please, I wanted to find out if I'm shipping things from China, can I use your agency? Like, can you
Oh
help
yes,
out?
you're always welcome to. You're always welcome to use my agency. Just $280 per CBM, no minimum. Just DM me. I'll create an address for you. You can send to your supplier.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, Gloria. Then Vivian will follow. After Gloria, Vivian, then we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Please, I want to know if a procurement agent.
Yeah, but we are procurement agent, but the procurement is what I'm teaching you how to do. If you ask me to source, something for you, I'll charge you 3% extra.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
It's not free. So why not?
Like
So you
Alipay.
Pardon?
I'm saying I don't really have Alipay, so if I want you to make
so
payment,
I'm going to tell you that if you want to do business with Ali 1688 using Alipay, you can just join the other class. You become part of the alumni. The alumni, I pay for them for free. I don't charge any 3% or whatsoever. Just 100% to be part of the class. You get benefit of knowing how to import from Turkey, and then digital marketing as well. So yeah, that's it.
And how much is
100 cities.
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday next week. Yes, one more. Just
Yeah.
Vivian. Let me hear from Vivian, then we can go. Yeah.
Okay, so when we started, you mentioned Alibaba app and then to register, but I didn't hear anything about it again.
Alibaba app.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how we work. I'm saying download it from your Play Store.
Okay.
All the things I was doing, searching for the blender, chatting with the supplier, I was doing it on the Alibaba app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
And then what about the registration? What is it about actually?
Which registration?
When you mentioned the app, you also mentioned registration.
Yeah, you have to register. When you download it, you will see they will ask you to register. You just need a basic information, your email address, password. Yeah, that's all. Just register so that you can chat with the suppliers.
Okay.
Now I'll post 2 videos on how to calculate your shipping cost, and then I'll post another video about the next class, and then the Facebook and then Instagram ad class. Okay, so stay tuned. Don't be in a hurry. You'll be glad you did. When you are done, then you can leave. It's not a permanent group. It's a WhatsApp group. Somebody like Beatrice is not supposed to be in the group. They are supposed to leave the group, but they are there. So a lot of people will leave the group, but those who want to be part of transforming their financial lives will take opportunities and then take advantage and make something out of it. So thank you for joining me this morning. I'm glad you are here. Any other questions you have, just post it in the group. I'll answer them tomorrow.
Okay, please don't forget to post the link.
Which link?
The WhatsApp link that you said to join.
Pardon me, but I've already posted it too. I've already posted it.
Oh, really?
It was in the chat, but you can DM me. I'll send it to you. I don't want to post it in that institute group. No, institute group is open for everybody. I want people who are actually conscious about joining the group. So you can DM me and then I'll send it to you. So I'll ask more questions in the other the group you are in right now. That is the Shipping Institute. Don't go and ask in the Buyers Club, and then I'll answer. All right, have a good night. We have at some point we have 31 people joining the class. I'm excited I had you here this evening. I know you are going to benefit. Linda, we have closed. I know the serious people I'm talking to. Most of the class, even though we had about 31 people, I know just about 20%. That is like 6 people are going to take advantage of it and then do something with their lives. If you are one of them, I'm glad. I welcome you to become part of your journey to financial
freedom
and expansion. Let me not say freedom, because it's not just you're not going to be a millionaire overnight, but it will transform it a little bit. It will improve your financial situation a little bit.
Max,
Now,
last question. Max, last question.
Ask in the group.
Please.
So ask in the group, otherwise we will not close. Please. I'll answer in the group. Don't worry. Okay. So I want to see a lot of you take advantage of it, and then I'll post the link to this I'll upload it, and then you can watch it anytime at your spare time. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night. I'm glad to have you here. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you. Good night, ma.
Bye.
Hey, Asamo. Yeah, they mind it's me.
You class na my and I use obey the day.
Clinic, a summer official town opposite Queen's Hotel. Yani Amana relative, I was like, no,
It's a Bye bye.
Bye.